Democrats caught in massive new election rigging scandal. Election fraud has become more common in recent years and is more widespread than ever before. Even worse, it's being committed mainly from one side of the political aisle. You wonder why, because they're losers. In a reassuring announcement, Republican lawmakers are poised to increase the scope of their ongoing search for wrongdoing at federal agencies in the past election cycles. This news comes after learning that the United States Postal Service broke the law by allowing employees to conduct union-funded work for Hillary Clinton's campaign while they were on leave, according to Fox News. In response to this shocking revelation, lawmakers sent out letters Monday to 10 other federal government agencies questioning their unpaid leave policy for political work. This news has emerged in light of a previous congressional hearing back in July, during which the Office of Special Counsel stated that the USPS was engaged in systemic violations, quote, of the Hatch Act, a law that limits certain political activities of federal employees. The report that first came out over a month ago said the U.S. Postal Service showed bias towards the Clinton campaign. Senate Homeland Security Chairman Ron Johnson said, based on these findings, it is legitimate to wonder why no one will be held accountable. How Postal Service leadership allowed this systemic violation of the Hatch Act to go on for 20 years. And is this occurring in other federal agencies? The scandal was first brought to Johnson's attention by Tim Kopp, a letter carrier for the USPS, who thought that the federal agency's actions might be illegal. I want things done fairly, and I don't want things done on a partisan issue. The union is always involved in highly political activities, and I didn't want this to be a partisan thing. I wanted this to be a thing where the general public does not lose trust in the Postal Service. There are a lot of good employees, but the way this was done, it was a nightmare, Kopp said. This investigation had revealed that this bias extended potentially as far back in the 1990s, a shocking violation considering that a federal entity, the USPS, needs to remain politically neutral. This is especially true considering the Postal Service is many citizens' primary method of contact with the federal government. Johnson, alongside with House Oversight Committee Chairman Trey Gowdy, wrote joint letters to the Departments of Commerce, Homeland Security, Defense, Justice, Labor, Transportation, Treasury, Agriculture, Veterans Affairs, and Social Security Administration. The duo requested information regarding the use of LWOP in the 3 months prior to a federal election, all the way back to 2008 when Obama first got elected. This data, demanded on a state-by-state level, is due September 11th for further review. These cases are a testament to just how deeply entrenched some of these election rigging tactics have become. Digging out this one violation was painstaking. It had stayed hidden for over 20 years. Now that the Trump administration is taking voter fraud seriously, there is finally hope that these types of voting violations will cease and that widespread voter fraud is combated routinely from this day forward. Absolutely right. How do you think that the Democrats stayed in power for so long? It was due to voter fraud. Even we know about dead people voting and illegal immigration. But basically, the Dems got elected because of